Greetings and salutations, viewers. I'm StarPrincessHLC, and welcome back to OZMAFIA. When we last left off, we started off with our little amnesiac friend here, who was running from some wolf-like man, ran into a couple of other hot dudes, and now she's here, and she's not quite sure what's going on, as did the player. But we'll see how this goes. When she next awoke, a ceiling fan greeted her eyes. Soft noises whispered from it as it slowly turned round and round. She sat up a bit and realized that someone had laid her on a couch and covered her with a blanket. I don't know where I am again. Yeah, this time we're not in an alleyway, fortunately. Her confusion filled her with despair. Oh no, we're in Danganronpa! Oh, yes, I am up. Huh? Oh, hi. See, at this point, I'm almost giving up on trying to do voices for all these, because there are way too many guys. My voice cannot handle all these guys. Okay, but either way, sure thing, black-haired man. Get them. Get who? He left. I don't know who that was. I don't know anything. Oh, hello, it's you guys again. Hi. How am I feeling? Well, I think I'm okay. I'm still an amnesiac. Mr. Kamiya, Mr. Kiri. Yeah, we're kind of odd that way. Yes, that's true. I don't remember. Yes. Well, you two are charming. And you two look eerily familiar. Are you two related of some kind? Axel? From Kingdom Hearts? Doesn't look like him. Has black hair for one, instead of red. Also, for some reason, the fact that you have two chokers, as well as a tie, bothers me a little bit. Kamiya sat down on the table next to the couch. Nope, I am definitely not a villager, as far as I know. A mark? Do I have tattoos or something? Is this how you, like, what? Villager? Mark? No, I do not, sir. Sorry. Well, he wants to be prickly, obviously. Oh, now you got him doing ellipses. Good job. You're not gonna start singing, are you? Yep, there's some more Oz reference to us. The Don, is that the most important person in the familia? Wait, are we entering mafia territory? Are we gonna find out these guys are like the GodFather related, sort of? Okay. I'd never have guessed. Mr. Kamiya was the Don. Oh. You're a Don, huh? Mars. That planet, that'd be praise. Maybe. I don't know. Oh, sorry. The way you bicker is just kind of funny. I couldn't help myself. Well... Huh? Oh, is he the womanizer of the group? Axel does not approve. His thing? What's that? Oh, okay. You're number 2. Yeah, what's that something? Kiri seems like a kind person, but he doesn't hesitate to speak his mind either. If Karamiya is number 1, and Kiri is number 2, does that mean Mr. Axel is number 3? Oh dear, you're the tsundere of the group, aren't you? Oh, I'm sorry. Okay. Thank you very much. Mr. Axel is kinda scary. But he has nice glasses. I think he's wearing glasses. Is he wearing glasses? I can't really tell in this picture. So, are you guys like representative of like the Scarecrow, Tin Man, and Cowardly Lion? Oh, did they? Well, thank you for that. Well, yeah, but I was abducted by 3 cute guys, so it's perfectly fine. That's usually the way things go in these visual novel dating sims, right? If you hadn't saved me, Mr. Caesar might have killed me. Thank you doesn't even begin to cover it. Oh dear. Oh, okay. So, now we are... Okay. Cut me loose. Another familia? Oh, there was a knock at the door. And then a man in a black suit entered the room, bowing his head to the 3 men. Preparations for the meeting are complete, he whispered to Karamiya. The man in the black suit bowed his head again and left the room. Kiri gazed at her as he picked up his hat from the table. I like your hat. It's very fancy. It matches your outfit and hair very well. We're going out? What are you gonna do? Are you gonna brand me? Am I gonna have to be marked? Oh. Yeah, I could use a name. Huh? Me? That is fair. Funnily enough, I did briefly look, and this thing has like over 20 endings. I am definitely not going to be LPing every single ending, because that would take me a ridiculously long time, so I'm just going to stick with probably whatever I find the most interesting. Maybe 1 or 2 later on, but don't expect me to do a complete full walkthrough of this game. But, well, I can't think of one right now. Well, let me see. FUKA? What does it mean? FUKA. I think it's a lovely name. I don't care for it myself, but okay. I'm stuck with this, I'm going with it. Because it almost sounds like I'm trying to say almost... Never mind. I don't even know anymore. Anyway. Apparently I am FUKA now. That probably has some meaning, and I don't know it right off the top of my head. Okay, this music is fancy. Karami and the others had led her into the room through a heavy door. All eyes were on her in an instant, making her gulp. I hope so. Kiri snaked his hand around Fuka's waist and whispered into her ear. Fuka took her seat in the chair between Kamiya and Kiri as she was instructed. Axel stood behind the three of them, keeping an eye on the other familia as they took their seats. Clearly. Kamiya set his elbows on the table and looked at Fuka. You're a little close. Back up, buddy. Okay. Oh. Okay, we got Scarlet, who is clearly Red Riding Hood. We got Hansel. And then we got Gretel. Okay. So, why does Gretel have a bird with a little bonnet? Either way, it's fine. Scarlet, aka Little Red Riding Hood, Hansel, and Gretel. Familia Grimm. So yeah, we are definitely branching out into Grimm fairy tales as well as The Wizard of Oz, and from what I saw, we also have other literary things like Dorian Gray, so... Oh, we got ourselves some more. Familia Anderson. Let's see. We got... And? Alling and Melissus. You are very, very tiny. I'm not sure what you guys are supposed to represent off the top of my head. And Elling and Melissus. Oh, hi! Pasha. Okay, so for some reason, Puss in Boots is a female cat in this one. Okay. Pochette and Heidi. So, Familia Grimm is Scarlet, Hansel, and, Gretel. Okay. Oh, okay. That's fair. I'll try not to. Oh, hi! So you're Heidi. Nice to meet you. You are... You look very angry. Is it supposed to be Heidi from, like, the, the story of the little girl with the goats? Not gonna lie, it kind of throws me off that that's voiced by a man. But okay. Body, how dare you? Oh, you're on, okay. Ooh, she used the baka word. There's a lot of baka going on around here. Do you have a face? I can't tell. Oh, Gretel is an angry child. Shut up, Hansel. I think that's kind of what brothers do. Okay, okay. Enough, you two. How does it make you sad? It seemed like you were getting angry, if I'm being honest. I'm assuming you're supposed to be Tom Thumb, but I'm not sure. Or, well, I'm not sure if they're actually going with any Japanese storytelling, like the story of Isun. That could be a possibility too, but I have a feeling this is probably more Tom Thumb. Or are we going into Gulliver's Travels, perhaps, with the Lilliputians? I'm not sure. I'm just gonna stick with Tom Thumb for now. Because I'm just very confused. Chill, Heidi. It's even more distracting considering that's my mom's name. Calm yourself, woman. Chill. Heidi shot Curie a glare as she stood up and stormed out of the room. Okay, bye. Go back to your goats. The other Familia followed suit and filtered out of the room as well. Only Familia Oz remained in the room. Well then, Miss Heidi sure was upset. Oh. Okay, then how do you know when she's in a good mood? Okay, protection. Oh, okay. Well, that's interesting. Okay, so depending on circumstances, I could end up in a completely different familia. My decision. That's fair. Family. The word warmed her heart like a light in the darkness. They were going to give her a stranger shelter until she found a place to live. The kindness they were showing her made her feel grateful and a bit guilty. Why are you all being so nice to me, Mr. Carmia? If it weren't for my memory, you wouldn't have any reason to take me in. That's fair. At least you're being kind about that. Fussy. Okay, where are we going? Are we going back to the mansion? Excuse me? Oh. So, Robin Hood actually is possibly a plague doctor, if they just call him Doctor. Why is Robin Hood a doctor? Hi. You're Sherwood Clinic. That's an interesting thing. Do you have a Nurse Marion? I mean, to be fair, he looks like he's trying to go to a masquerade ball. Doctor? She repeated part of what Carmilla had just said as she gazed at Robin Hood. He's wearing all black and even has a beak. He almost looks like a crow. Again, like a plague doctor. Oh no, I was just thinking you look kind of like a crow. Are you going to caw at me? I'm sorry, that was extremely rude of me. Uh-huh. Why do you dress like that? Yes, doctor. There were two small chairs sitting next to a table. Robin Hood took a seat, and Fuka sat down across from him. Oh, you want to check my tonsils, then? She was a bit confused, but she followed his instructions. With that, he began examining her with practiced hands. He closed her mouth and touched the sides of her jaw, then put his hands on her cheeks and gently pulled her eyelids down with his thumbs to inspect their color. No, I'm fine. Robin Hood turned toward the table and pulled out a new file. Its cover had FUKA written on it in bright red ink. He opened it up and noted the results of his examination. Okay. Thank you, I will. Well, everybody seems kind of nice. Welcome back. Several soldati came out to greet Carmilla and the others. One of them came up to Kiri and whispered into his ear. Ooh. Kiri nodded without sparing so much as a glance toward the soldado before turning back toward Axel. Oh, you're leaving me with the tsundere. This is gonna go well. Axel glanced at Fuka and then Kiri before nodding with a sigh. I have a name, you know. It's not a very interesting name, but it's a name. I mean, okay. She followed Axel into a garden next to the mansion. The evening dew on the lawn felt nice and cool against her legs. You are such a grouchy boy. Fuka gazed up at the night sky as she walked behind Axel, listening to him grumble to himself. It's just one strange thing after another. She was in an unfamiliar land and under the protection of unfamiliar people she'd only just met. It wasn't as if her surroundings were the only thing she was confused about. She still couldn't remember a single thing about herself. But I wonder why I feel like everything's going to work out. Was it because Carmilla seemed trustworthy? Or was this just her naivete? She didn't feel a single bit anxious thinking about what was to come. In fact, her heart actually swelled with anticipation. This is much better than being pessimistic, right? This is... It's adorable! I love the art style of this game so far. My room. Yeah, I was gonna say, that'd be an easy way for me to get in trouble if I sleep outside. What is he talking about? Oh, okay. Mr. Axel. He left. I wanted to thank him. Once he left, she lowered her hand and headed toward the center of the room. She turned in a circle, looking over the space. What a lovely room. It's really like something out of a dream. Just as she was about to examine the room's furnishings more closely, a yawn passed through her lips. Maybe I should go to bed now so I can enjoy myself tomorrow. She sat down on the bed and stretched her arms towards the ceiling. I'm not going to wake up in the morning and realize this was all just a dream, right? Well, even if it does turn out to be a dream, that's fine too. Even if everything turned out to be a mere fantasy, it would still make for a wonderful memory. Except dreams don't always last that long. I'm kind of a weird exception, I think. Good night, Mr. Karamia, Mr. Curie, Mr. Axel. Scarlet, Hansel, Gretel, Miss Dr. Robin. Oh, are we getting another song interlude?
FUKA, 起きてるか?
I almost thought we were going to get another song interlude, but hey, that was a good example of a good spot to stop for the moment. Because that was a lot of information to process in just a short amount of time. So apparently, there's like various family networks going on around here. And depending on what happens with us, we probably will end up in a different family or not. It's kind of a question at the moment. But, we'll worry about that in another episode. Because this is a lot to take in. I have no idea what ending I'm going to end up going for at this point. I guess it's just gonna play it by ear, obviously, because I know nothing of this game. Absolutely nothing. I just know that there's like a ridiculous amount of endings, and there's no way I'm going to be able to do all of them for one LP. So, we'll see how this goes, but for now, this is StarPrincessHLC saying thank you very much for watching, and have a fond farewell.